Hi guys, welcome to my channel after a long time. Today we are going to see how to become a human calculator. Some people ask me that what is the time period of calculating something. So in this video it will be helpful for you to identify the examples or identify what type of calculation should be done in this particular area, and then you will become a human calculator after hours and hours of practice. Addition. So this is a basic thing I'm going to tell you, but don't omit this part. This is something like a grade 3 or grade 5, but don't omit this. These are the basic things that you can calculate the huge or large numbers in a short time period. So what is 45 plus 36? So you might tell that it's 81, or some people will look for a pen and paper to answer this simple question. But so how did you calculate this? So it's about 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So 1, you add 4 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 80. So it's about 81. So this is a conventional method that we use, but called right to left arithmetics. But I'm going to teach you a new method, which is left to right arithmetics. Probably you might know that. So this method, you have to calculate 40 plus 30 is equal to 70, and then 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So then you have to add 70 plus 10 plus 1, which is 81. So this way to calculate the number of additions. So the answer is 81. So as an example, you can also tell me that how much is 24 plus 35. So yeah, and the next thing is subtraction. Subtraction is also a new technique I'm going to introduce. What is 652 minus 295? You can calculate this by using a conventional method, which is you have to subtract 12 minus 5 and obtain the number, and then you have to subtract 14 minus 9, obtain the number, and 4 minus 2 and obtain the number, 5 minus 2, and then you obtain the number. And then this is the way you calculate by using a new method. 652 minus 352 is you have to subtract the number after the hundreds, which is 300. So you probably obtain the answer of 352. Then you have to add the number instead of subtracting, which the number between 300 to 295, which is equal to 5. So the answer is 356. So let me give you another example, which is a 52 minus 28. So 52 minus, you have to subtract 30. So the answer is 22, and then you have to add 2, which is the number in between 30 and 28. So the answer is 24. And then we are going to see multiplication. So how can you calculate this 34 into 4? In a conventional way, you calculate 4 into 4 and 4 into 3, and then you add the number. This is the conventional way. But the trick is you have to always do the left to right arithmetics, which is 30 into 4 is equal to 120, and then you have to multiply 4 into 4, which is equal to 16. But always remember the addition technique, or it also should be left to right arithmetics, which is 120 plus 16 can be calculated as 120 plus 10 plus 6. It always like this in order to do the mental math. So 120 plus 120 plus 10 plus 6 is equal to 136. If you practice in these ways, then you will be a human calculator without needing a pen and a paper. You can calculate all the other complex number calculations, or complete solutions can be obtained without needing a pen and paper. So Another thing I'm going to introduce is multiplication by Lovett, and I'm not going to teach the conventional method, but I'm going to directly go through the trick. So this is the trick. You have to multiply 345 into 11. So it is about multiplying 1 into 5, so it is equal to 5, and then you have to add the number 5 plus 4, which is equal to 9, and then you have to add the number 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7, and then you have to redo what you have done before for the 5, so the answer is 3. So the total answer is 3795. So it's very simple, right? So let me give you another example. What is 232 into 11? Yeah, that's the answer. So let me introduce another technique for multiplying any kind of two-digit number. So this is example. I'm going to give you 45 into 40. You can multiply the number 5 into 4, which is equal to 20, and then the other thing, you have to cross multiply all the 4 digits like this, and then you can add those numbers, and then you can put, which is 4 into 4 plus 1 into 5 plus 2. So the answer is 3. Yeah, and then you have to save the number remainder 2, and then you have to multiply 1 into 4, which is equal to 4, and then you have to add the remainder, which is equal to 6. So the answer might be 630. And in this way you are going to calculate a squaring of ending the number with 5. It's a special case which is always ends 5. It is very easy to calculate. So if any number ending with 5, like 35 square, and then the answer is 1225. So how did I do this? So this is the technique. For example, 45 square, you have to multiply 5 into 5, which is always 25, and then you have to multiply 4 into 5. So 4 into, which I obtained 5, 4 into the number plus 1. So 4 into 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So the answer is 2025. So let me give you another example. What is the 75 square? It's about 25, and then the first two digits 7 into 7 plus 1. So the answer is 5625. Hope you understand this thing. If you have anything to clarify or anything to ask me, just comment below. These things seems to be time consuming, but it's not actually that. It's only for explaining those things, but if you practice these things, you will be a human calculator. If you don't understand anything, or if you want more videos in your particular section or particular improvement techniques, you can comment that also. Spread these things to become others also a human calculator. Thank you for watching.